After last night, everything you've seen thus far this season, Stephen A., are you thinking about changing your Super Bowl pick from the Patriots?
I'm not going to lie to you. I am thinking about it. I got to admit it. Skip, I know you're going to get on me. So be it. I'm thinking about it. Haven't made my decision yet. You know I jumped off the Saints bandwagon after I saw Rob Ryan's defense. I'm just done with them. So that was my NFC pick. My AFC pick was the New England Patriots. But as I'm watching this Denver Broncos team continue to flourish this year, I have to acknowledge to you, I've been incredibly impressed. We all know what Peyton Manning brings to the table. We understand that Emmanuel Sanders is a significant upgrade to that of Eric Decker, witnessed by this 3 touchdowns last night. What was it, 109 yards? 120 yards receiving. I just look at him with Demaryius Thomas, who also had 105 receiving yards. You got Julius Thomas. You got Wes Welker. Then you look at their running game. Obviously, with your offensive line intact with Clady back there because he was out pretty much most of last year. You're protecting Peyton Manning, but you're also run blocking effectively. We know that Noshawn Moreno is no longer with them. We saw that Monty Ball was supposed to be his replacement. Now you've got this kid Hillman who rushed for, 109 yards last night. But it's the combination of Hillman along with the physical Thompson. I'm looking at the combination of these two guys. And you know what? They can run the football effectively. So that adds another dimension and another weapon to their already potent offensive attack. And then you look at what's transpiring on the defensive side of the ball. Skip Bayless with DeMarcus Ware still making an impact with T.J. Ward, with Aqib Talib, and this kid Von Miller. We've heard his name on many occasions in the past. Not only was he suspended last year, but he also wasn't that healthy even when he came back. He's 100% this year. And he's playing like it. He's playing like it. He's one of the game's leading sack leaders. He gets after the quarterback. He does a lot of good things. And the combination of all of those things, I'm looking at Denver. They're a much more physical team than a team we saw in the Super Bowl right now. John Elway appears to have upgraded his roster, his squad, and you combine that with Peyton Manning being Peyton Manning and willing to maximize the potential around him. I'm not going to lie to you. They look virtually unbeatable right now. They really do.
So are you switching your pick?
No, not yet. Not official. Yeah. I want to see over the next couple of weeks or so how New England looks in response to Denver elevating its game. I really, really do. And I'm not ignoring Indianapolis either with Andrew Luck.
Last night, when that game ended, I thought hard about switching my Super Bowl pick. I'm with you. I'm going to hang in. I'm going to cling to it by my fingernails. But I don't know, Stephen A. This is a juggernaut right now. Lord have mercy, this team is playing at a high level on both sides of the ball. And I appreciate that you brought up John Elway because they got embarrassed in the Super Bowl. I could use all of your words for it, but I'm just going to go with embarrassed. And John Elway said, we have to get faster. We have to get faster on both sides of the ball. And did they ever with Emmanuel Sanders and all the upgrades that you mentioned on defense? So I look at the Patriots, and we're going to talk about them, I think, pretty soon here. But again, they have to beat the Chicago Bears to have any shot here. And then they're going to have to, a week from Sunday, beat this team in Foxborough to have any chance of having home field advantage in the playoffs. Because if they have to, the Patriots go to Denver, I'm sorry, I'm out. I can't do it this time. I picked them to win there last year. They stunk it up. I told you Tom Brady, I'm sorry, he stunk it up last year at Denver. Go ahead.
Let me modify that just a little bit, Skip. I would say to you, the reason why I just wouldn't just summarily dismiss New England in terms of if they were good enough, Skip, to get to another AFC Championship game and they had to go back to Denver.
Yeah.
What if there's a blizzard? You see what I'm saying? What if this? I mean, the Patriots in inclement weather. I'm saying it is Denver. It is Denver,
okay.
And anything's possible. That's the only reason, because we all know that Peyton Manning in that weather, we don't know.
Speaking of Peyton Manning, I'm going to say this again. Is this possible? I'm watching a quarterback at age 38 getting better. Is it possible? To my eyes, he's better than ever. He's getting better.
Better than ever?
His arm strength is better than it was last year. Help me out here, but I'm seeing a guy playing the position at the highest level it has ever been played at. For this moment, right now, what I saw last night, That's unbeatable, man. He's making, just seems like every throw is right there or right there or right there. That bomb that he dropped to Emmanuel Sanders, it was just a thing of sweet beauty just right there. And Emmanuel Sanders, it is laughable what an upgrade he is over Eric Decker. It's just laughable to me because not only is he obviously faster, he is so dedicated to the cause. He is loving, he said he went to wide receiver heaven. He is loving playing for Peyton Manning as a student, learning under the great Peyton Manning. And you mentioned little Ronnie Hillman, Stephen A. Look at his last 3 games. He's gone 116, 103, 138. He's a little bullet coming out. They list him at 5'10", 195. I'm not even sure he's that big. But Monte Ball, I'm sorry, pal. I think you've lost your job when you get healthy. I think they found something here. And then on defense, they're on all the way up to the 5th-ranked defense now. And you mentioned Von Miller. Does he not look quicker?
He looks like svelte.
Like he's lost weight. He lost like 15 pounds from last year.
Wait a minute. Yeah, and it's not saying much, though, because he wasn't healthy. He wasn't healthy pretty much for the last year and a half. He hasn't been healthy. So whatever dissipation we saw in terms of his skill set, his speed, whatever the case may be, was due in large part to his health. He's healthy now, and I think that's all it is. But as it pertains to Peyton Manning, Skip, you could talk about the velocity on his throws, and I think that's what I'm seeing too. But remember, all of this was predicted when he was coming back from surgery, and when you heard from the doctor, they talked about, well, we'll see how he looks last year, but as it progresses, you will see him get stronger and stronger because of what he had to go through. Yep. He wasn't going to be at full strength when he finally decided to come back. So I'm not surprised by the velocity. I definitely understand that he could look better. But, Skip, I'm not going to give as much credit to Peyton Manning for that as I'm going to give to the weapons he has at his disposal.